can think back to like preschool. And like I started as a dancer. That's how I first got into the arts, entertainment, whatever. And there was kind of like a recess time, nap time we went outside. They had like this blow up. It looks like a mini inflatable pool, but it was like this like mini kid trampoline type of thing. And looking back at it, even after you asked me that, I definitely was like break dancing and doing certain things in there that I didn't yet really, conceptualize or know. But I definitely knew whatever I was doing in that trampoline was a little bit doper than what everybody else was doing in that trampoline. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm dancing, maybe I'm doing certain things like that. And I guess that would be one of those first sparks. I grew up just in dance class. I lived in Mississippi at the time that I really decided to, maybe even just let my parents know that I wanted to dance at like 6 years old. And that was kind of those first moments. And I can't even, I'm a very aware person. So I realized the smallest miracles, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to honestly pinpoint that one because I try to just always be so aware of those many miracles that God and life is giving to me, because I feel like that's how you keep your energy, is how you keep your spirit up, things like that. But yeah, it just, as you know, and everybody can think in those moments in your life when something sticks out to you, it is not by coincidence, and it's not by just, I'm resonating on this for a long time. Like, I think just a tip for everybody I've been doing, which is really cool, is like, if you are realizing you're thinking about something, think about what you're thinking about. A lot of times people are like, oh, why is this in my brain? Or why am I doing this? And it's like, no, those thoughts are brought to your brain so you can question your thoughts. And then once you answer that, then question it again. And I think people will really start to uncover a lot of the answers that you have that you feel like you got to ask people for or do this. You can honestly kind of find within yourself through deductive reasoning and certain things like that we have to really just, give ourselves a pat on the back. You look at dolphins. Dolphins use 20% of their brain. We use 10, and we're already this dope. So it's just like, I don't know if over my lifetime I can even just use 11% of my brain. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm already using 1% more than the average. And yeah, it was definitely I would probably say like 75% already internal, which is something that I was just blessed with. Just born with, I feel like an extra sense of peace and calm, even through the most hectic of situations. I definitely give just a lot of credit to my father, who's been, whether even in his times of disciplining, and I'm getting to the point where I'm my own adult now. I'm a young man. Like I'm able to see through, some of the things, or the teachings that he's done, but that shows that he taught me, correctly. The fact that I can see the teaching and be like, oh man, you did that for that reason. And that's evidence that I had somebody around me that was looking out for my best interest. There's a couple people like him. Honestly, my best friend, Michael, he is somebody that I feel like is, on the same playing field that I am. Not that I'm on a different playing field, but we are synced up in a different way. His name's Mike River as well, great musician. We write songs together. He wrote On the Side with me on my last project. He just dropped a record, Love. That's my boy. I gotta give a little shout out. But finding those people and not being scared for me, honestly, what this quarantine has been is I have been accepting and owning who I am. And I live in such a place, or we all live in this world where it is, what is the word? It's not common to meet a group of people who are where you're at. So we don't have to also realize that we don't have to always go to the OGs or the older people to do. I'm an OG. I don't say that myself because OGs don't call themselves OGs unless you're 40. You know what I'm saying? But the way that they're thinking, the way that they're feeling, so it's stirring up yourself. That's how I've gotten this confidence, and also just really listening to myself. I'm not ignorant. If you have a better idea or a better way of handling something that I am trying to do for myself, I will listen to you and I will heed your advice. But I have found it to be, as everywhere I feel, when I do what I know that I need to do, even if it's beyond what I want to do, then I'm still making the right decision. And I think that's what's giving me my confidence and really trusting yourself beyond the point you should trust yourself. It's like, it's like that prank that people were doing where they leave the food out in front of the kid. But you got to be the parent and the kid in that moment. You got to set the trap up for yourself and watch yourself not fall for the trap to know that you're strong enough to not handle the trap. And that's really how I've learned to stay calm. And if I can't figure it out, let me shut my mouth before I tell somebody my problem, because I might just not be smart enough yet to have figured it out. And going back to what you were saying about people just not knowing, blah, 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 blah. It's really important to have knowledge and information in any field that you're in, music, whatever business you're doing, even just personal. You can zero it in. But people will eat off your misfortune, and it's not their fault that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault that they don't know, but it's an abuse of power if they don't. If you know what I'm saying? So it's this fine line. It's in every industry. It's in any community, in anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But just anybody that's listening to this that will hear this, people play dumb. People play dumb all the time. And they made you believe that they weren't as smart as they actually are. And that's very smart of them. So it's just like, people say, oh, why does life have to be a game? Well, because it is for some people. So if you don't understand the game, you're gonna get skipped over, or you're just gonna get pushed out the way. And now you're in a different job, you're in a different you're in a different life path. And it's just be perseverance, be very just strong. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much to it, and it's just so crazy that I do music and I do all these entertainment things, but it's literally the whole world's conversations needs to be about things like this right now. So I'm not even mad about it. I always say that I talk and ramble so much, but it's so relevant, you know what I'm saying, that you can't pass it up.